And if we ask the stars what they mean, what would they say back to us? Welcome. You want to go on a card journey today? Give me some of your time, and I'll give you some of your story. Well, let's see what the cards say. Hey there, Leo. Welcome to Koi Plays Tarot. My name is Koi, and I'm going to be your tarot card reader for today. As a set of quick announcements, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification button. That way, when uploads are made, you can see what the stars are trying to say to you. Also, if interested, individual reads back up and open. Either message or email me directly. Link is on main, and we'll set it up, okay? So, it's been a while. Been a while since I've been back at the table, but also been a while since I talked to all the signs. And I figured because we are in the new moon after the new year, I want to start everything anew. So in this round of reads, Leo, this is going to be your all anew read. Yeah, I think I like that as a title, All Anew, where we're going to be looking at all the aces of each respective element: water, earth, fire, and air, cups, pentacles, wands, and swords, respectively, and see how that plays into the full of new beginnings for every one of us. In particular, for you, because you are the fixed fire, we're going to be starting first with you. So, as a set of quick announcements, Leo, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, but don't always be so willing to reverse. At times, it gets difficult. Understand that I, as your tarot card reader, I'm not here to misguide you or mislead you. Trust me, I got 12 signs to work with. I don't have the time for any of that. And I want to start this new year off right, okay? Instead, we proverbially lay out all our cards into the table. And good or bad, come rain or sunshine, we talk about it because at the end of the day, tarot is a conversation, just an energetic one, okay? So follow along with me in your all anew read, Leo. And yeah, starting 2026 off right. Let's see what the cards say. We'll start over here with your cups, your water, your emotional depths. So, of new opportunities in that space, show us the cards that we need to see, please, for the Leo collective upon their Ace of Cups. What do we need to see, please, for Leo upon the Ace of Cups? Okay. Three of Wands. What is this coupled with? 10 of Cups. Okay. And lastly, Two of Swords. Oh, we're starting off so well. Okay. So, not necessarily anything bad. There's a space of confusion of not only what you want to harmonize with necessarily, but also you very much feel that a life shift is happening, whether that be in your emotional availability or the things that you want to quote unquote give yourself to. The reason that I feel this way, Leo, is because that Two of Swords coming out. The Three of Wands, also your home element of fire, like get up and go, looking towards the next horizon, the next journey, the next step. 10 of Cups, we want to harmonize with everything around us. Like it feels right. I know it's right. And then that Two of Swords comes in. And that's my concern, particularly as we're starting off the new year, right? What are we confused about? If it works, why doesn't it work? Right. And I sense a level of hesitation because although you feel that's right, it's like you're going against your feeling right now. And granted, you are the fixed fire. The question becomes, what is dimming your flame? Right? What about this situation has you indecisive rather than moving in action as you should? Okay. The next to the Ace of Pentacles. So those cards we need to see, please. Leo Collective. And they're all a new read. Ooh. Okay. And to that Nine of Pentacles. I mean, could be an opportunity for coining gathering. And by that, I just mean financial. What cards do we need to see, please, upon that Ace of Pentacles for Leo? Page of Wands. Okay, and Six of Swords. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. This is why you're hesitating. I understand. It is not that you don't have this brand new idea. In fact, you've probably been sitting on this for a while. Let me adjust the microphone real quick. I like that. It's not that you don't have this brand new idea, Leo. In fact, You kind of been waiting on it, right? Well, maybe if it came to the new year, or I just need a better time for it. Ace of Pentacles coming out upon that Knight of Pentacles that flew out, because if it flies out, the way I do it is if it hits the table, boom, we take it. Knight of Pentacles here being, yeah, this is something I know I'm good with, I want to invest into. And then we take all that optimism, we put it upon a Page of Wands, which is like a kid with a match, right? Is it still fire? Yes. Is it very prone to being put out very easily? Yes. And then the Six of Swords. We want to move forward. We want to move on. We want to take decisive action. Not just going through the motions, but actually being ready to leave and take that journey, right? Setting off for departure in that way. All that upon that Ace of Pentacles, especially with the confusion I had back with your Ace of Cups. Why are we afraid to make it happen, Leo? That's the thing that I'm, very interested in here, is that it's right at your fingertips, and then you're saying, right? You're pushing with hesitancy. I think that might be the name of the read. You're pushing with hesitancy. And the question isn't if you are. That's already been established that you are. My question is why? Because you're beyond confident in it emotionally and spiritually. You feel like this is the right time, this is the right place. And then when it comes to actually taking that first step, getting that project done, laying out the schematic, etc., just really putting that into action, we're like, yeah, I could do it with a shaky hand and a pen. You're way too skilled and way too crafted to feel as if this is not a good idea. So I really want you to sit with yourself right now emotionally and ask, why do I feel that I know it's such a good idea? If I shared it with other people, they approve of it. Why do I feel like I'm not good for it? It's not that you're not good enough, but that it doesn't feel right. I really want to interrogate what that feel right moment is. To the Ace of Wands, your home element of fire. Show Leo the cards that you need to see, please, upon this all anew read. Of this Ace of Wands, what are we seeing? Four of Pentacles. Okay, something that we want to have for the long term. An investment that we keep making try to happen time and time again. Three of Pentacles. This must be done in community, in connection, making and establishing those bonds. The Five of Swords. Oh, okay. That makes so much sense given what's going on in the past. Well, not in the past, but the other elemental points. Upon your fire, Leo, I am looking at somebody who, okay, we're doing this again, and we fear that we're going to mess it up again, right? So whatever idea this was, you've been sitting on it for a while. We've already established that. I'm not going to question that. You're also saying, hey, I'm going to invest myself wholesale into it. The thing is, when it comes to its actual execution, you're reverting back into an old mindset of, I still can't do this, or I'm going to mess it up eventually, even while I actively put into place everything necessary to make it go right, right? Upon that Ace of Wands, you have the Three of Pentacles, which is good, especially in collaborations and business building and projects and ventures. That means that you're meeting and maintaining connections with the right people. A group project you actually want to be a part of, right? But after that, there's the Four of Pentacles saying, yeah, I really want to invest into this for the long term. I've been holding on to this for so long. And then that Five of Swords coming out. I feel that this is a project that you have done before, have kind of probably failed at before in some way, shape, or form, at least how you're assessing it. And then you're saying the moment that it comes to actually doing it right, because I learned from the past, I learned what I did. And now once we actually started to do it, we are unintentionally even forming and kind of uplifting those old failed habits, right? That Five of Swords coming out, it's almost going against what you feel internally because you were so ready and everything around you tells you that you were ready. You bought the right equipment, you made the right contracts, made the right connections, all that good stuff. And then when the moment comes to actually doing it, well, we'll just do what we did last time. Last time didn't work out for a reason, right? I really want you to consider why you're so prone. I wouldn't call this intentional self-sabotage, but what I am saying is you put everything in place to make a new view at things, right? You definitely did that with the intentionality of a new view, but when it comes time to execute that new vision, we don't want to look at it, right? There's just hesitantly pushing, like I said before, we're hesitantly pushing things into place rather than going for it, which is what the fire signs, especially yours, is known for, Leo. We're saying, well, yeah, we can do this. And when we start to get into that old mentality, we're going to end up basically recycling old patterns, which I don't want you to do, primarily because you're in position right now to do what you need to. What does that mean for you? Okay. Last, to the Ace of Swords of knowledge, truth, and gained insight. What are the cards that we need to see, please, for the Leo Collective? And they're all in new read. Upon that Ace of Swords. Because the fire is there, and you put every other step in place to make sure that other parts were there. So if 1 + 1 = 2, what do we need to see upon the Ace of Swords? King of Pentacles. Okay, so this is the right moment. This is the right time. You've done all the calculations. Everything is set to go. The King of Pentacles is one who is reserved about their investments, but when they do it, they know that they've done the right thing. Five of Cups. Okay, and that ties into this Five of Swords. Five being a card of conflict, that being the one of water. And what goes along with that Five of Cups? The Page of Cups. You are purposely diminishing your emotional enthusiasm around the subject because you don't want it to either fail, kind of crash and burn, or if it does not go in the exact perfect form that you envisioned it, you're fearing like emotional confirmation of backlash, right? You're fearing, why did we try this again? This is so stupid. Like, you're already having that mental conversation with yourself, Leo. It doesn't have to be that way. I promise. Everything is already set. You've already established this. We're hesitantly pushing forward because we would be emotionally devastated if it ended up in the gutter again. And that is okay. That is totally 100% fine. I want you to make space for yourself and be kind to yourself in the effort of trying to figure out, well, if that is my truth, then why do I believe that? Why do I engage in that way? That Page of Cups, you're taking all of this good energy, right? We started off so well, and then we pretended we were confused. And afterwards, okay, we put the pieces in place, but can we move? Can we move on it? Yes or no? Then we went to how we really feel about it. And we said, we're going to mess it up again. It's inevitable. It's going to happen even as you do things differently. And now when we get to our truth, behind all of the theory and delay and whatever comes as the reason for not venturing, you're afraid of getting hurt, Leo. And that is okay. Everything is up in the air right now for you, at least from what I'm seeing, the way that you positioned it, everything is up in the air, at least how you assessed it. That is what it means to be in a new space. If it was already set, you wouldn't have to worry about it. Everybody has a worry. But when we're trying to do the investments that we want to partake in, we have to invest in them wholesale. So to that Ace of Swords, yeah, I can see why. Truth of the matter, if this fails again, you feel like you might give up on it entirely. And while I don't want that necessarily for you, I do understand how we can come to that conclusion because we tried it before. And even if we did different things, we're fearing that we're going to recycle an old mentality. Then, oops, there it goes again. Pushing forward hesitantly. What would help you get rid of that hesitation? Leo, what would help you get rid of, even if this is the 10th time you've tried it out, your idea, you want to promote it, etc. What does that mean for you to follow through on that? I don't want you to be afraid of things that are right at your fingertips. Underneath it all, 9 of Cups, self-fulfillment. Yep, because underneath it all, we don't want to be hurt by it again. To invest our dreams, invest our purpose, invest our time, invest our energy, and just have it kind of blow up in our face. We don't want that to happen. But the only way we're going to know is if we get there. And the only way we're going to get there is if we try. I want you to be kind to yourself enough to say, I want to try, even if it's one more time. Okay? Next, let me get one underneath every card. Show those cards that we need to see, please, for the Leo Collective. And they're all a new read. Underneath every element, water, earth, fire, and air. Ooh, interesting. Put those cards to the side for now. Must have came out. They normally don't come out in the pack. What cards do we need to see, please? Again, starting with water and pushing over. Okay, Six of Cups. You, particularly because I view this as more of a opportunistic venture and a plan. Normally, the Six of Cups has to do with what do you call soul bond energy, a long-standing relationship, something that you have like your best friend from school days, things like that. Here, this is like a promise to yourself, right? I want it to be right this time. Okay, well then let's make it that way. It's never going to be perfect, but it will be. What can we do to keep that promise to ourselves, no matter what that looks like? Next, Page of Pentacles, right? The only way to get there is to try. Putting a lot on pages right now, and they're prone to, making their mistakes and making their fumbles. But I could say for a fact, you're only going to know if things changed once you start to execute from a change standpoint. That's the only way that's going to happen. To the Ace of Wands. Hierophant, the card Taurus. Okay, big energy. We're talking majors now. You keep on coming back to this for a reason, and the reason being is because you want to do it. You don't even really need spiritual advice in that standpoint. This is just, I feel this is my calling. I want to try it again. You know what? Let's go do it. Right? You keep on coming back to this because you're drawn to it. You're drawn to it because it's a passion of yours. Right? You have so much intentionality when it comes to actually trying to get this done, actually trying to make something happen that, again, and like I said before, I knew what I saw when I saw it. You would be emotionally devastated if it didn't work out, but it's 100% not going to work out if you don't try. I want to see a Leo that can try, okay? Nine of Swords, okay. So regardless of the emotional counterbalance, regardless of can we do this right, is this right for us, we have committed ourselves to action. We are going to do. I like that, Leo. You're still hesitant, but now you're more in the execution stage. Good. Keep going. Keep going. Push through the nerves. Two of Swords. Okay. Does this truly fulfill me? Is it something that I want? Well, I can tell it's something that you want, Leo, because you come back to it time and time again. So this old idea still has new air and new wings all on it. What are we going to do with it? What are we going to do? Okay. Last, as we move towards resolution, first find the major arcana strewn across the table in this read. We're going to first do that Hierophant and then push down to the Fool. What cards do we need to see, please? On this read for the Leo Collective. Two of Cups. And normally that has a more romantic connotation to it, Leo, but here, you never let go of your love. And what I mean by that for you is you never let go of this dream for a reason. You keep coming back to it for a reason. Maybe that is the truth. And we got to sit with that even when it's uncomfortable, even when we felt we didn't get it right. Why do we keep coming back to it? Because we want it in our life. To the Fool, King of Swords. So in order to make the new beginning happen, we're going to take action. King of Pentacles, and this is the right investment. I've done all the assessments. I've done the calculation. Here's what I'm going to do. And the Four of Swords. And I'm going to be relaxed, confident, and collected while going through it. Underneath it all, Two of Wands. And so, even with a bundle of nerves, we still push forward, even if hesitant. Recapping your read today, Leo. Oh, I like this for you, especially, starting out 2026. Even if we're nervous, we're going to go do it. I like that for you a lot. You're hesitant about an idea that you're refurbishing once again. We're going to try it for the umpteenth time because we want it to succeed. Do not doubt your magnetic pull towards this because you've done it enough to know, hey, I want this in my life. Even beyond that, now how do we move towards a state of action that doesn't enable our fears, right? How do we push beyond hesitancy? We try. And sometimes that's all we can do. That's all I got in your read today, Leo. I hope this conversation helped. And yeah, I'm rooting for you starting out 2026, right? We're starting to get this idea off the ground. Make it float, then make it fly. I'll see you around, okay? Take care.